The tale of two brothers whose story ended in tragedy. That's the story of Mufasa and Taka, who will soon be known as Scar. I watched Mufasa the Lion King, and here is my spoiler free review. Now I can already see that my review will probably be a little more positive than the reviews of my peers, and that's totally understandable. I can see the faults people find in this movie, but I choose to look at the positives for now. This movie is definitely an upgrade of the 2019 version of The Lion King. And if you know me, you know that The Lion King, the 1994 one, is one of the best movies I've ever seen. It's one of my favorite animated movies. And the 2019 movie wasn't that bad for me, but it simply didn't resonate with me that much. I'm one of the few people who actually enjoy this photorealistic live action kind of look of these new Lion King movies. Even though I can see why people didn't like it in the first place. The good news is this movie is definitely an upgrade of the 2019 movie. In this movie, Mufasa is a lost or an orphan cub who is saved from crocodiles by Taka, who will soon be known as Scar. And if you didn't know that, then sorry if that's a spoiler. Anyway, he is raised by Taka's bride, and eventually they two set out on a mission or a new journey together. It's basically a buddy comedy with music involved. That's basically the premise, and along the way they meet new friends, including Rafiki. This movie serves as a sequel as well as a prequel to The Lion King from 2019, and that's what makes it unique. It's almost like The Godfather Part 2, but definitely not as great as The Godfather Part 2. Before I go further, I just want to make one point clear that all of these Disney remakes just don't have the magic of the original films. I was really skeptic about Mufasa's origin story, especially when I heard that they changed a few things and he is now an orphaned lion and not a king or a prince from the start. But I do think it works well in this movie's universe and to set it apart from what happened in the real animated movies. The movie also takes inspiration from The Lion King 2, but not a lot of it. Most of this is original. Let me get the criticism out of the way. I feel like this movie definitely wasn't really needed, even though I do appreciate what they've done with it. The story isn't as impactful as the Lion King story should be, even though it does carry some emotional weight. I do think that there are scenes where the CGI didn't look as great as I'd hope, but in turn they gave the animals not more realistic features, but features that can actually show emotions. I love the music in this movie, and I think that Lin Manuel Miranda does an amazing job in bringing the sound of Africa to the Lion King, but it's just not as special as what Elton John did with the original film. And I'm not throwing any shade towards Lin Manuel because he is an amazing songwriter, and it's just that there's something special about the original. And this movie features songs that definitely pulls a lot from the Lion King's songs. There are a few songs that I still have stuck in my head. I think I'll share a clip from one of these songs. It's just fantastic, and it just beautifully shows us the relationship between Taka and Mufasa. And talking about the music, the voice performances are amazing, the singing is wonderful, and the acting is just so brilliant. Aaron Pierre, Calvin Harrison Jr., Tiffany Boone, and Cajiso Letigo are just so awesome. Each one of them just brings these characters to life in such a beautiful way. Calvin easily switches between this brother figure to a cowardly but also menacing Scar, while Aaron simply embodies what James Earl Jones did with Mufasa in the first place, giving him this gentle yet firm, powerful voice. Kind of like a voice that you want to follow, like Optimus Prime or, well, Mufasa. The movie does carry some emotional weight, as I said, and it does this in a beautiful way, but it's just not as heavy as what we know from The Lion King. I think Mufasa's story is beautiful and that they could have done more, but what we got is actually admirable and inspiring in a certain sense. And because the music drives this emotional weight that the film carries, it makes the movie a lot better and it opens it up to something beautiful. I know that the movie will definitely resonate with millions of people around the world. It resonated with me more than I thought it would. Like I said, I didn't expect this movie and I had really low expectations after I heard about this movie, and somehow it still spoke to me in a really beautiful and on a personal level. And yeah, it's definitely a really good movie that I think everyone should see if you are a fan of The Lion King. And I'm not just talking about the 2019 one, I'm really talking about the first, the original one. Then you will definitely appreciate this movie, even though they changed the story of Mufasa. And that's about all I have to say. I think the movie looks beautiful, it feels beautiful, and because you can see the emotions on the animals' faces, it makes it so much easier to really see yourself in these characters and to feel their emotions and to go on this journey with them. I really hope everyone gets to watch Mufasa the Lion King. It's a great movie to watch around this festive season and to just enjoy with your family. It is coming out this Friday. And yeah, let me know what you think of the movie after you watch it.